Hey there, very short video, another suggestion again. So I did a video about how we normalize tools calling or function calling. This has gotten pretty good feedback, so that will probably be merged, similar to how it looks right now. This one is about something that is very closely related, which is normalized structured responses. So what structured responses is that you can give a schema of a structure that you want back. Most of the providers that supports this supports JSON mainly. There are one, I think, that supports XML as well, but we're just gonna focus on JSON in this case. And the idea is basically you can ask a question, but you can ask to have it back in a structured manner, which will of course help us when you're talking about things like agents and so on. How I have solved this is just following basically OpenAI's example, because they base it on JSON schemas. And JSON schemas is a very standardized way of basically writing how a JSON should look like. It's very integrated into Drupal. With Drupal 11, if I understand everything correct, you will be able to get out JSON schemas from config entities and so on. So it's actually very, it will probably be very useful coming with Drupal 11. So I would just showcase it here. I have a very simple JSON schema here. For the JSON schemas, only the key name and schema is important, and actual schema then, of course. You don't need description, you don't need schema references and so on. So the only thing I'm gonna do here, I have beautified it, but you can have a compressed JSON as well. I'm just gonna copy that, and then we have our normal chat generation explorer, where we can just ask then, tell me about Canada. I choose Canada in this case because it's the example from Llama, but it's also a good example because we have name of the country, capital of the country, but then languages, that's an array of strings, and Canada has multiple languages. And if you fill in this, it knows that it's supposed to answer in a structured response, and also the chat explorer knows that it should beautify it. So the actual JSON you get back is of course compressed, but here you will see that we can see it a little bit more beautified, so we can actually see, read the response. And then it's basically up to you who makes a third-party app for the AI module to decode this. And I can just show you code example. Basically the only difference from how you usually do it is that you do this also. Set chat structured JSON schema and give in the JSON schema. And that is basically it. It's not more complex than that, but I think it will solve a lot. I haven't gone the route of trying to make objects from the JSON schema because it's such a standardized way of doing it anyway, and there's a lot of JSON schema validators and so on. So that is it. Let me know if you think this is a good idea.